Hello spacemen and welcome to Universe Sandbox. This is a game that froze a bunch of times after my dad reset it the first time. I talked about that twice, and this is what it is. It's a game about space and basically just astrophysics toy. It's kind of addicting, you know. So the update just came out and we're going to talk about it. We're going to go over it. But before that, we're going to do a few things. We're going to play around with stars and evolve them and shoot them next to the solar system and burn the solar system up. So we're going to put a star here and we're going to change the mass to this many Jupiters. This is one of the few masses where the star actually becomes a red giant. Otherwise it just evolves a little bit and then stops. It's pretty disappointing. We want it to spin really slowly so it doesn't spin apart when it becomes huge. And let's go. It just grows very, very slowly, but we have to zoom out because watch this. Boom! And then it stops. It dies. RIP. Alright, so let's launch the brightest and most massive star at the solar system. But first, we have to go really far away. We have to scroll out and then zoom in. We're going to launch it like this. Actually, we're going to change it to 1% light speed. We're going to shoot it, and then we're going to slowly, surely but slowly, watch it burn the entire solar system. Zoom out again, and we're here. So it's less than 4 light years away. It's going to be here pretty soon. Alright, so as it gets closer and closer, it gets way brighter and hotter, and eventually it's gonna turn Earth into a steaming hell. We're around 2 light years away and we can already see it light up the other side. That's wild how bright this is. Seizure warning if you're looking at the Earth. It is already starting to heat up. See, it only cools down a little bit and then it goes way back up. See, it's more than before. Half a light year away and we're definitely starting to heat up. Speed it up just a little bit and yep, definitely going to boil. Over 10 degrees now. Alright, we're gonna wait a little bit more. Let's wait for the sun to be on the other side and let's see how bright it is. That's pretty bright. Don't know why the city lights are still on. Anyway, hurry up, I just want this shit to burn up already. Alright, so we're a quarter of a light year. We're at 12 degrees Celsius. Imagine if this actually happened in real life. There would literally be mass suicide. Or just generally panic. How about when 2 of them are shining at the same time? It kind of looks gray. We're a 10th of a light year away. We might even have to slow it down a little bit more. It's gonna come fast. Definitely starting to fry. Now let's check in on the other planets. Neptune, yeah, usually they're below -200, but now they're above, so get ready for some chaos. Earth is going to be kind of similar to Venus after this. Something interesting as well, the deserts moved all the way across Europe. Britain is now a hot desert, Ukraine a desert, France a desert, Ireland, Scandinavia, Japan a desert. Everything is dried up on land. Now let's see what happens when the water from the ocean dries up. I think it's happening. I'll explain this later, but right now it's turning into like a not transparent white atmosphere, kind of like Venus. Let's actually see how Venus itself is doing. You see it's like a white atmosphere like that. This kind of looks mesmerizing here. Kind of looks like the French flag from here. Let's see how the cold planets are doing. They're not cold anymore. Mars' atmosphere is thicker, but that might not be the case for long since it'll just vaporize as soon as the star comes really close. All the gas giants there, except for Saturn for weird reason. Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are still pretty cold. The sun is still dominating anything closer than that, getting up to over 200 Celsius. Venus is now starting to glow on the dark side because it's above 800 Kelvin. This is what I mean by fry the solar system, is burn shit up. Let's check in on all the other planets. Mercury, red hot. Earth, red hot. Orange hot, actually. Mars, red hot. Jupiter, Saturn, the ice giants, no longer any cold. Red hot. Neptune, hotter than Jupiter. Oh yeah, because it's closer to R136A1. Uranus is barely glowing because it's further away from
R136A1.
But it's still glowing a little bit, you know? Let's actually watch Neptune get absolutely bullied by this star. 2000 Celsius. Goes up and up and up. We're definitely in the climax. Everything is yellow hot. Earth's south pole is still kind of weird. Actually, Earth is still heating up. 3,500. 3,700. Now we're getting yellow hot. And everything on these planets is completely destroyed. Except for the planets themselves, which, if I would have shot the star right at the sun, then maybe one of the planets will vaporize, I don't know. But yeah, this did cause mayhem, and because it's so massive, look at all the curves. It just straight up pulled all these planets downward. And now the entire solar system is going this way. See how the orbits are. The inner solar system is not so fucked. Neptune is out of here. Pluto's orbit is even more fucked up. The outer solar system is dead. All because of a star. Now let's talk about the actual update. So before this update, there was either an atmosphere or no atmosphere on a planet. You'd have to go in the settings to add it, but now with these new materials, they can actually be part of the atmosphere, and some materials that couldn't be part of the atmosphere before, they can now, such as water. Now let's launch random small moon at Earth. Boom. So before this, when the planet would heat up, it looked like it was draining, but that's not the case anymore, and also it makes the atmosphere glow too. Instead, it fills up the atmosphere like this. Kind of looks like a giant storm cloud. You can still see the water like drying here, but it doesn't just start disappearing like last time. Instead, it just fills up the atmosphere like I said before. Let's turn the poles into massive storm clouds. Not these poles, okay? You can see it dry up even more, and it goes into these clouds that fill the atmosphere. Now let's crash Venus and Earth. And Earth now has Venus's atmosphere, I think. Yeah, see, it has a bunch of CO2. Actually, more CO2? Don't know why. Let's take this massive rocky planet, and now we can tear Mars apart. Or not. Let's tear Earth apart. Still no? Maybe it will eventually. Nope, absolutely not. Let's get Jupiter, and then we get Jupiter to tear Earth apart. Nope. Let's have Earth tear Mars apart. Like that. Don't know why Mars isn't tearing apart. Let's just spin it apart. I said tear it completely apart. I want it gone. Let's just slow it down like this. And there it goes. Look at it. It's pretty. With the atmospheres, it's way prettier. Let's just spin it apart now. Boom. Looks like an angle grinder. Die! Exactly like that. I want to see violent destruction. And now let's see the moon eat the earth. Alright, this is where I'm going to leave off. So, I might show a couple more things next time we play this game. Maybe do some even crazier shit to planets and stars. But for now, bye. This is the weirdest I've seen the moon look ever. The moon with an atmosphere actually looks really nice. Let's equalize it, and now it's Venus.